Has your spouse said, I'm not happy anymore? Why does that happen? I want to give you several reasons why that could be happening in your Christian marriage. These are in no particular order. Number one, you have the wrong priorities. The marriage has been on the back burner probably for a long time. Either work, career, hobbies, or children taken the place of the marriage, and the marriage has been on the back burner, and the marriage hasn't been nourished or tended to. Just like a garden, if you allow the weeds to grow, if you do nothing and do not prioritize it, the weeds will grow, it will choke out the good plants, and it will turn to chaos. That's what happens in our marriages if we're not intentional. Another reason a couple might struggle and one or both of them might say that they're not happy is because they haven't learned how to communicate effectively. So often things are misunderstood, things are taken out of context. You say something, your spouse hears something completely different, it's taken the wrong way, it's felt like disrespect, and when you can't communicate effectively and you can't work through those things without one of you shutting down or one of you escalating and getting upset, that marriage will suffer. Learning to communicate with love and respect, with hearing and understanding is crucial for a marriage to survive and thrive. Another reason that this happens when your spouse says, I'm not happy anymore, is they haven't felt heard for a long time. Maybe when they try to bring things up, or they're passive aggressive about the way they bring it up, or maybe they are indirect in how they bring things up. You have been clueless to hear them. Maybe they don't know how to communicate effectively. And so you're hearing something completely different, you're taking it the wrong way, and your spouse just simply hasn't felt heard. If your spouse hasn't felt heard for a long time, they will not be happy in the marriage. They won't. Another big reason is you haven't resolved conflict. You get mad, you get upset, there's a big fight, there's maybe a silent treatment for a little while, hours or days or sometimes longer. And then when that conflict never gets resolved, when it never gets brought back up, when we don't ever work through it in a healthy way, that leads to resentment. That stuff that piles up under the rug grows and grows and grows, and pretty soon you guys are tripping on it all over the time, all over, and pretty soon you guys are tripping over it over and over again. You have got to learn how to resolve that conflict of the past. Otherwise, one or both of you is not going to be happy. It's not that we need to rehash the past, it's that we need to learn to resolve it. Put it to bed, make it right, make amends, do the true work of hearing, listening, ownership, forgiveness, dropping defensiveness, and learning how to move forward and learning how to repair the relationship. Another big reason that one or both of you will say, I'm not happy anymore, is you haven't learned to manage your emotions. As we age and as our hormones change, ladies, we might be entering perimenopause, we might be entering menopause. The fact that your body is changing and your emotions might be all over the place because your body is responding to the fluctuating hormones. If you do not get a handle on managing your emotions and you are difficult to live with, you're nagging, you're critical, you're upset, you're in a bad mood a lot, you take it out on your husband, I'm telling you right now, eventually that will lead to him saying, I'm not happy. You've got to learn how to manage your emotional state and deal with your changing body. One last reason that often a spouse will say, I'm not happy anymore, is there a deep lack of understanding of the differences between you and your spouse and what you both need. There are biological, emotional, physical, spiritual differences between husbands and wives. And if you do not understand why your husband is not just like you, if you do not understand how they're wired differently, how they hear differently, how they process things differently, there will likely come a time when one or both of you says, I'm just not happy anymore. Scott and I are the co-founders of Turnaround Marriage, and we walked with hundreds of Christians who've been on the brink of divorce and shown them how to rebuild connection, intimacy, closeness, how to heal the way they communicate and resolve conflict, and really help them get off the brink of divorce, help them to stop the negativity and the disconnection and the constant conflict. For more content to help heal your Christian marriage, hit that follow button and send me a DM. Let me know what's going on in your marriage and let's chat.